What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. Happy Friday. Possibly your Saturday, but it's every day's Friday for me. Life of retirement. Hopefully you were able to join us in our birthday live giveaway, our live stream giveaway today. We gave away over $6,000 today. $6,000 today. So hopefully you were able to take part in that. We gave away so many cash giveaways. It's insane. Plus we gave away 2 clever bets. All right, we're going to play for the 100,000 or the $1 million challenge. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go the old fashioned way here. So we're going to grind a little bit, except I'm going to go up to $100 units, but we're going to grind for a little bit and make our way up there. So let's clear that out. All right, you got the graph here. There you go. Actually, let's just move it over here so you can see it. All right. I don't want to make this total game, so it's a little bit smaller. There we go. So we're just going to grind a little bit, and we're going to modulate. We're going to go up and down, mostly around $100 units, but we're going to try to play straight through with 100. Our daily goal right now is $1,000 minimum. That's what I'm shooting for, and that's what I've been getting. But I'm going to go for this session. We're going to try to go for $2,000 in a fairly decent hurry. So what we're doing is 5 double streets. You can't look at this. The history board on the stake is gone, but if you come here, you can look at see what we got going on here. I took a brief look. It really doesn't mean much, but I like the 7 and 9. So let's see if we can make some money on the 7. The 710 street is what we're going to leave open, and we're just going to stay fixed. And I'm going to keep doing $100 units, 500 bets. And if we lose, I'm going to 3x the first round. So if we lose, I'm going to triple up. It'll be $300 per double street, $1,500 bet. We'll spin it twice. That'll get us back to recovery plus up 1 unit, which in this case is $100. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then once we go along here a little bit, we are also going to switch gears a little bit and go back to 9 streets as well. So I'm not going to stick on 5 double streets, but these are my go-tos. Ooh, we almost hit that 7, which would have been a loss. These are my go-to strats for consistent earning. Sure, I play spread your streets. Sure, I play Mixie Mouse. Sure, I play moving corners and other strats from that. But when I'm looking for my consistent wager and profit, 5 double streets, 9 streets, what works for me. Now, you may like outside bets, black, red, even on, high, low. You might like 2 dozens. A lot of people like 2 dozens. I've actually been playing more and more 2 dozens, and it's been pretty decent. I've been getting along pretty well with it. So let's see here. All right. I'm trying to adjust the screen here so you guys can see as much as possible. All right, 23. Okay, we're into this. We're up $400. And we're just going to keep going here for a little bit. And what I would like to do, I set a goal for 500. When we hit the 500, I'm going to modulate down and we're going to skip over to 9 streets, $5 units, and we're going to play a little bit, then come back. Because if we keep playing on 5 double streets, unless we go on a really killer run, which happens, in general, I expect to win 3 to 5 times with 5 double streets before getting whacked. So I'm going to try to hit our 5th here. And yes, we could very well switch to 9 double streets. And then what happens? We look up there and go, oh, we would have won all those. That's okay. That's okay. Look right next to that 7 right there. So we kind of got lucky. So I'm going to lean back. It's been a long day. I haven't been feeling great. All right, here we go. We're going to jump down to 5, and we're going to start with the first. Let's just undo that one. We're going to start with the first 9 streets. So 9 centipede 1. I did this before. And if we lose twice here, we'll move it and flip it to the other side. And so right now we're leaving these last 3 streets open. If we lose twice before recovery, we'll flip it and we'll leave the first 3 streets open. So we're just kind of flip-flopping, a sort of delayed follow the winner, if you would. So again, if you're not familiar with 9 streets here, we're putting 9 units down. We win 3 units. Okay. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. So if we were to flat bet and we lose, we'd have to place this bet 3 times at the same amount for us to break even. We are going to triple our bet on the first loss, 4x our bet on a second and third loss. This is the hero progression, and it gets us into recovery in one spin. That's the pro. The con is it can go very expensive very quickly because we're multiplying by 3 and 4x. That puts the number way up there. All right, so that's a loss. We're going to 3x it now. We're going to triple up. All right, here we go. I like stake because you can double click the button, the double button twice really quickly, and it'll 3x your bet instead of just doubling it. So now we have $15 units. $15 units, that's the base bet that I used to do when we were doing the 100K challenge. Remember, 9th Street was our staple. I was doing $15 units, which is $135 bets, and we would just martingale. I didn't do any hero progressions. It took us down the wire many, many times. I still love 9 Streets very, very much. I've been playing it more and more, and I'm going to keep playing it more and more. But if I'm going to bet big, okay, there, we lost there. So we're going to flip to the other side. And what we need to do is put 9 units here. We're going to triple up by double clicking quickly. And then we need to double. Look, our bet's already jumped to $540. And if we have to double again, that's going to be a $2,160 bet just like that. Okay, so we're hoping we hit. That's the danger of Brad's hero progression, is that if you come into such a slight bad run, you're out of it very quickly. So you need to go. We are $5 units is far too much. We're punching way above our weight level here. We should be starting out much lower because this does not give us very many progressions, even with a $65,000 bankroll. Okay, we won that, and we're going to live a little on the edge, so we're going to keep going, and we're going to replace it. Now, stick around because in just a little bit, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to show you guys something different, and I'm going to play it by the book. Something that I've shown you guys before. It's kind of a conglomerate strategy. It's more of a program. I consider it a program more than a strategy. Okay. So, stick with me. I'm going to do that here in a little bit. And we're going to play it as it was originally intended. And to me, it's probably the greatest program. I call it a program because it's not just one thing, but it's the greatest program for long periods of time. Without busting, you still profit and you still wager. Okay. I don't believe in pure wager strategies for the most part because you lose money. And if you're wagering just to get tier ranks and bonuses, I personally feel that you will lose more than you will get by doing that. So I suggest if you're going to try to rank up, just play for profit in general. The number one thing, play for profit. Whether that's small profit, whether it's big profit, just play for profit and your rank ups will come. If you play just for tier ranks, meaning, oh, I want to get X amount of money so that I can rank up, and you lose, trust me, I've done it. I've tried to rank up really quickly. And now when you get up to the levels like of the diamonds and the obsidians, those need like $25 to $50 million between rank ups. So when I was going for those, you're betting ungodly amounts, and you see in your progression for your VIP going up very, very slowly. So at one point, I was trying to rank up quickly with those huge ones, and it was just tough. It was just tough because you're betting so high, you're not paying attention to progressions. That's what happened to me. When you are betting with wagers, you kind of forget where you're at, and your focus is more on tier levels like this right here. So if I go to VIP, you're focused more on this VIP progress and this percentage than you are on your bankroll. And that's a dangerous thing. So I suggest if you're going to play for rank, play for profit, let your rank come with you. Okay. Let your rank come naturally. It doesn't mean that you can't push it. It doesn't mean that you can't play in ways that increase your wager, but I highly suggest you play for profit and let the wager follow second. Okay, there's a loss. So we are going to triple up again. Let's hope that it ends up on this side. And we're going to hit a program here. So we are up $515. My goal is $1,000 for this session. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to play this. I'm going to probably switch back to 5 double streets and do a couple larger bets. And when I say larger, $100 units, then we're playing here. We'll go in for a couple. I'd like to get around $800. And then we're going to go to the program. You may or may not be familiar with it, but I'm going to show it to you, show you the exact progression, show you exactly how to play it. And once you learn how to play it, then you can modify it. And I'll show you some of the modifications you can make in this program. And it is what I consider one of the most stress-free ways of playing roulette that you can possibly have. And you could carry this program over into any other game, sorta, but not really. I take that back. Not really. Besides, who wants to play something other than roulette, right? I mean, blackjack is a snooze fest. A USA Today poll that went out earlier this week said, what is the most boring casino games in the world? And resoundingly, the answers were baccarat and blackjack were tied at number 1. What's the most exciting and fun games to play? Resoundingly, roulette was number 1, followed closely by craps. They also looked at gamblers' suicide rates, and they found that 99% of all gamblers who committed suicide, it was generally the blackjack and the baccarat players. Okay, so that tells you something about customer satisfaction. It tells you about the games themselves. It tells you about quality of life. Play roulette. Play some craps. Play roulette for money. Play craps for fun. Okay, play roulette for money. Play craps for fun. All right. So what you can do is, if I know Kirk is probably rolling over, cruising in craps. Check out his channel, Cruising in Craps. He plays both. He plays roulette. He doesn't just do craps, but he is very, very knowledgeable in craps. And I think if he hangs around with me anymore in Vegas, I plan to go to Vegas. We'll hook up down there again. He live streamed. We live streamed down there together. Me, him, and Brad. The last trip down to Vegas, we live streamed together. I think he may just be coming over to the roulette side. Kirk, I've been watching your videos. Less craps, a hell of a lot more roulette, my friend. All right, we're going to triple up. This is going to be the last one, and then we're going to bump over to 5 streets and get us up to about $800. Then we're going to bump over to this program that I want to show you. And I'm going to show you step by step. And again, I'm going to show you exactly how to play it, what I call the right way. There's no right way, but I'll show you how I intended it to be when I initially developed this program. And this is the way you should play it if you want the safest, most carefree version that's possible at a casino. Oh man, Rhubarb. This is where the hero progression gets you really on end here. And this isn't something I would normally play. I actually like my double, just a normal martingale on this because this gets so expensive and you get whacked. All right, we're going to go there. We're going to triple it up. And then we're going to double. This is a $540 bet. So the good news is we're up $410. So at least if we lose this, we're only down slightly below where we started. We're not going to chase. I won't do another double on this. So pros and cons, people, pros and cons. I like the hero progression if you're starting out with a really low dollar amount, something that you can afford the progressions. But if you're starting out with a normal amount, I personally do not recommend the hero progressions. Stick with the normal progressions. Oh, where we're at. All right, we're at 590. Let's get one more win, get up to a little over 600. This will take us to 605. All right. Another shout out to SoCal DGen. He got me this awesome Logi mouse. It's an Ergo one. If you haven't seen one of these, look at this. Your hand sits this direction on it. So you don't have to rotate your hand. It was killing my hand to be on a mouse like this all the time. It was seriously killing my wrists and whatnot. Oh my gosh. Come on. Ladies, stick on one end. Make up your mind. This has been a lifesaver. If you spend any amount of time at a desk using computers and mice and stuff, I seriously would consider if I were you going and getting one of these Logi mice. These are also anywhere, any surface mice that he got me. He got me this one, and he got a small travel one. So because when I was in Vegas last time, they got rid of desks, and all I had was a glass top ottoman in front of the couch that was really low. So I couldn't use my mouse on it because my mouse would not go on that surface. It sucked. All right, let's go back. This got us back into back up to recovery in one hit. That's the advantage of this one. We're going to go back in with 5 and see if we can get one win and get up to 605. All right, there we go. So I'm on the glass table and the mouse is not working, and I'm putting a piece of paper, and actually I used my iPad because it's got a cover on it, and I was using that cover, but it's only like this big. So thank you, SoCal. He got me this mouse. I'm excited to try it, the travel one, when I go to Vegas, if it's a glass top, and not have to worry about taking a mouse pad, because I was thinking about just packing a mouse pad, right? No, come on. Foobar. My goodness. All right. We are going to go up. We're not going to triple. We are going to double this bad boy so we can hopefully win in one hit. If we don't win here, okay, we don't win here, we're going to just move on to 5 double streets, because we've been going here now for 16 minutes. I want us to get up because I want to save the last 10 minutes or so to show you the program. Okay, so let's go. And we're going to follow I've shown the program before and I kind of deviate. So we're going to stick with the program today. It's a great carefree way, like I said, as carefree as possible. There we go. All right, we should be up at 605. Let's see what happens on our graph over here. Boom, 605. All right, we are going to immediately bump. I don't even know what that was there, but we're going to bump up to $25 units, and I'm going to leave 7 through 10 open. And let's come and check and see what the previous ones have been hitting. Let's put this graph up behind me. Let's go take a look. All right, well, we got a 7 and 8 here. We're leaving 7 and 8, but outside of that, it's been pretty clear. But the history, that's more for our sake. It doesn't really mean jack. So, all right, there we go. 25 bucks. Our goal right now is we're up $630 now. Our goal is to get up to $800. 800 is about where we're going to go. And then we're going to take that final 2 potentially on this program I'm going to show you. But if not, that's okay. We'll come back at the end and we'll grab it and make sure we show her up again. $1,000 is our goal on this session. 1,000 is my daily target minimum. 2,000 is actually where I would like to end up. So I'm going to do at least 1,000 in our daily $1 million videos. And I will take you to show where we're at in just a moment. I took money out, as I explained last time. Boom. And so I have my entire bankroll, my entire playable bankroll is here. So you can see I withdrew money. We're back down to 65,642, and it's a little less than that because I still have about $3,000 in giveaway money that we're waiting for the tickets, and then that'll come out of this. Remember, this is everything out of the 1 million challenge comes out of the same bankroll, no matter what happens. So today when we did giveaways, we give away over $6,000. That comes out of this balance. I don't take that from somewhere. It reduces our 1 million challenge because it's all about play. To me, it's what do you have at the very end from what you started out with? And this is what it's going to, and that includes your, deficits, the losses. Okay, where are we at? We're at 830. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to do the same thing right here. We're going to start, it originally started with Romanovsky, but we're not going to go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with 5 double streets. Now, what you need to do, this is the first step. You're going to start out with a high coverage. This is, if you've seen it before, this is what I call the twister program. Okay, we're going to start out with a higher coverage as our first bet. And what we need to do is, this is the riskiest part of the only time we're going to risk is these first couple of spins. And we're looking to bet enough to give us enough of bankroll. And then we're going to use that house money the rest of the time. All right, the rest of the time. So this gives us $100. And we're going to go one more time, and this is going to get us $200. This will actually put us 1,030, but you're going to see how this goes. So you need to determine, and I'm going to show you how you're going to determine. So hold on to that thought of how much should I play on these first bets. You can do Romanovsky or an even higher coverage if you would like. I personally just I drank too much Romanovsky one night. Now I can't even stand the flavor or the smell, right? It's like too much tequila. So I've been burned too many times on Romanovsky. It's not a strategy. Anything higher than really 30 numbers, I'm not fond of. There we go. So we're up $200. Now I just want you to remember we are $200. We're up over 1,000 here. I'm going to reset this. So we went through a 30 number system. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to a 27 number system, which is 9 streets. And I'm going to go Centipede 3. All right, we're doing Centipede 3, which are 9 streets covering 27 numbers. And we're putting an amount here that is less. Remember, we have $200 that we just won on those first 2 rounds. And that's our stress point because we can lose on those. Now we are playing within that at $45. Now we have an extra $15. Now what we're going to do is every step down, every time we win, we are going to decrease the coverage. So that was a 27 number coverage. We're going to go to a 24 number coverage and we're going to go to second and third dozen. Okay. Now you'll notice I put 5 and 5 because at the 9 streets, we won $15. So not only do we have our 200, we now have 250, but every time I come down the steps, I'm going to try to stay in that range above the profit above the 200. So we had our 200, now we're at 215. I want to make sure that as we go down through these layers, that we're only playing with the profit that we won again. There we go. So we made another 5. So we actually are up $220. Now that was a 24 number coverage. So we're going to go down to a Mickey Mouse 1A, which is 20 number coverage, but we're going to do it on 4 corners because we're only going to play that one. So now remember, we're up $20. This is a $5 bet. There's a $10 bet. So even if we lose this, we're still at $210 profit. All right. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down here? What's happening is we started out with 5 double street. We made our initial bankroll, our house money, right? Now, from then on out, the rest of the session, we are only going to play with house money. So we lost there. So we lost that amount. So now we have 2 choices, right? We still have $10. What you're going to do, originally it was developed, is to go all the way back to 5 double streets, all the way back to the top. And I'm going to give you 2 options here, but you can come all the way back up. So we lost $20. I'm going to bet 25, just enough to cover what we just lost. Okay. We're going to do just enough. So we're starting back at the top, the highest coverage strategy in this program. And the reason why we're going down to lower and lower coverage is because it takes fewer units and the payback is higher. So our coverage is lower, our payback's higher. We just got whacked. Awesome. So now we gotta recover at this stage here. So we're going to triple up. Okay. We got to recover at this stage. We were still up. So we're only down 115. Remember, we started out up 200. So we're still up $85. But we want to make sure that when you get back to the top, now, if you want to play it even more conservatively, you don't even start back at the top. We were still up $210. I would have gone, you can go back up to 9 streets or any other coverage that you want. Remember, 5 double streets is 30 numbers. Then we went to 27. You can do a 28 number coverage. You can start there with a lower dollar amount. We were still up $10. You don't have to take the risk here. I like going all the way back. Oh, look at this. Holy mackerel. So she's whacking us. So that's the danger of going all the way back and betting big like I'm doing. Okay. And I told you here I was going to play it the correct way all the way through, and I'm not. I'm playing the way. So, all right. All right. I won't, after this, after we recover here, I won't play it this way. So what you do is when we lost on the 20 number system, when I had 5 corners, we were still up $210. We could have just gone back to 9 streets and bet $5 units and continue down the line, and we would still be within our $210 range. Okay. That's the safe way to play it. We are going to win a couple here and get back up here where we were at. All right, let's keep going. We're going to need to win a couple more. 225. Yeah, we're going to need a couple more. And then we're going to go back down the gauntlet. And remember, we're starting out with high coverage and you're slowly going all the way down. And for me, I end at 18 numbers. I end at all on black. Okay, and that's just what I do because that's the name of our channel. And so I'm stubborn. I rarely win on black. I rarely, it always hits damn red. So I should probably change it. All right, there we go. That's 2 wins. All right, so we're actually back up within our $200 because remember, we had $200 profit. So really, we have $160 here. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to go 25 here, 25, 25. And we are going to double this up. $50 will get us up, back up $10. Okay. Okay. I promise this run through the gauntlet, we're almost done. We only have another 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep these videos below 30 minutes or right around. All right. So let's pretend we're starting here. Luckily, we are back in the profit area of $160. So let's hope that, no, okay. Phew, thought I was gonna hit that 9. Okay, there we are. All right, let's play this through the right way now. Let's pretend this is all the money we have. Let's just start over again. Let's pretend we have $200. We're back where we started. All right, we're gonna go 9 streets. That's a 27 number coverage. Again, we went from a 30 number coverage. I'm going down to a 27 number coverage, or excuse me, 27 number coverage. You can do a 28 number system. You can do a 29 number system. You can go down to immediately to a 24 number system. It's whatever you want, but I like the 30, 27, 24, 20, 18. Now you can go below 18 and go to a single dozen if you want, or even go 5 numbers. That doesn't hurt there. Okay, we lost money there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. We lost $45. So what I'm gonna do is we're still within our $200. So I'm just gonna repeat this bet because we're at the top tier. So the 5 double streets is really your initial builder, and you don't even really have to touch 5 double streets after you win a couple up there. From then on, I'm gonna go from the 9 streets down, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So we're still up, what is that? We're still up $155, okay? Now, when I play this, I would rather go back to 5 double streets and, you know, either go with $25 units and spin it twice or something and build it back up to the 200, but there's nothing wrong with this. All right. We won $15 back of our 45, and that's okay. Now we're going to go to 2 dozens here. And we went from a 27 number, we're going 20, and we're playing within our means here, right? We won $15 on that last step. We're only betting 10. So even if we lose here, we are still in a higher amount of profit than we were from the previous step. All right, you get it? You get what I'm doing? I should not have deviated from I promise you guys I was going to show you the full actual plan, and then I kind of deviated. So let's not do that. So we're going to go here. We're keeping an eye on our bankroll up there. Remember, we're up $170. We started out with 200. That was sea level. So we're only down 30 from that. Okay, we lost that. So now that we lost that, we're just going to roll back to 9 streets. And we're going to start again from the top. Now, again, the option is, and this is what I like, I would rather go to the top at 5 double streets and get myself back up to sea level, but you don't have to. That's me, because I actually want to profit more than this. But the idea behind this is we got our stress out of the way with those first couple of bets. Now we're on 100% house money. I think we're getting some bad luck here. And so we're going to keep going through the funnel, and we're going to build this back up, and you're going to be able to play. Oh my gosh, she is just crushing us. She is just crushing us. We're not doing well. She's hitting all these fringe right outside of our thing. Okay, we're going to just stay right put where we're at. Now we're down. We're still up $115. So this is one way to play it, where you stay in that money, and then obviously if you lose enough to where you run out, you're going to have to go back from point A. But even if you do run out, that's a whole lot of betting in between that you're not having to stress, and then you only have to go stress out 1, 2, or 3 spins. And it depends. You can determine how much you want to put on those bets. But when you're at the table, especially if you play this strategy, I played this in Vegas, you got to keep in mind, if the table's like a $25 min bet table, you got to, that first bets, you got to get significantly enough. Oh my gosh. She is terrible for us right now. All right, we're down 130. We still have $70. So we're just going to keep playing. We haven't gotten off. This is actually first base. Our first 5 double streets is just our builder. This is first base, and we'll trickle down from 20, 27, 24, 20, 18. We got 4 bases to go, just like baseball. Let's see if we can get around. Well, I guess 4 bases if you consider home base, right? That's a base. So baseball has 4 bases. All right, let's see if we can get off base. She's just not being cooperative, man. She is not being cooperative. And it's not her. We know that. It's the wheel. We're just not doing well. Finally, we get a win. Okay, so we got a win. We got 15 back. Now we're going to go to 24, and we just stay on the same numbers, right? So see how these are $5 units right here? If you're at a live casino table and the min bet's 15 or 25, you can't do this. So you got to think to yourself, okay, if 25 is the min bet, that means my lowest, which is 18, now you guys may go even lower, has to be a $25 bet, which means as you go up the ladder, these are going to have to be bigger, right? So your initial bets, if you're going to play this in a casino, your initial bet is going to have to get you up significantly higher so that you can be playing with $25 units. All right, we won there. We won there. We're bringing ourselves back up. And our final bet, we didn't do Mickey Mouse, 24. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go down here and we're going to go 5 corners for 20 number coverage. And I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do $2, which is a $10, but you can do $1 for $5 or 50 cents for $2.50 or 10 cents for a 50-cent bet. If you want to play for a long time, take it to the lowest bet you can possibly do on each of these steps, because then you preserve your profit here a lot longer. You won't profit as much down the line, but you profit better. Okay, this was a $10 bet. This makes $8 profit. We get $18 back. That's a great profit on that one. That's 20 numbers. And now as our final, our coup de grace, we're going to put just $5. We made $8 on that last one. But remember, we're building because we lost initially. We're going to play 5. So even if we lose this one, we're still $3 up from the previous step. Okay, and that's what you're going to try to do. As you go down, you want to play from the profit from the previous step and make it smaller than that. So no matter what, wherever you lose along the step, you're still better from when you started out at the top. Okay, so let's see if we can get through here one more time. We're at 32 minutes, so we're going to run through the gauntlet one more time. There is a 25 red. I told you I don't do well on blacks. That's just how it goes, but we're okay there. See, we're still above. So we're going to go, let's see if we can get through the gauntlet one more time. We're going to go here to Centipede 3. Again, you can do whatever. You can play 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, reverse, which is covering the 1, the 2. If I say we're going to play 1, 3, 4, 9 streets, that means we cover the first street, the third street, and the fourth street of each dozen. That gives you 9 streets. So if I say we're going to play 1, 3, 4, that means which streets per dozen are we going to cover? So if I say we're going to play normal, that's 1, 2, 3. Reverse, it's 4, 3, 2. Make sense? All right, there's a 24. So we won on that. Nice. See, so we're going to go above this level of 102. Look at that. We're at minus 92. So we've gone above. So we're still trending up. Okay, so there's 27 numbers. We're going to go to 24 numbers. We won 15. We're going to risk 10. Again, we're playing within the profit that we made from the previous step. Okay, so this is the what I should have shown you to begin with. This is called the twister. I called this the twister program because it's, you're going from high coverage systems down to low coverage systems. I would have called it funnel, but there's other channels that are calling certain strategies funnels. All right, we lost there. That's okay. So we lost 10, but we're still up. I want us to get through the gauntlet once complete. So we still walked out of that series up $5. We're going to go back to 9 streets. And you know what? We're going to play 1, 3, 4. All right, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. That's our 1, 3, 4s. We could do 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. You get it. So when you hear that, when you hear me talking like that, and you hear other members in our community say, yeah, I'm playing 1, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 4, or 1, 2, 3, you'll know what they're talking about. If they're saying they're playing Centipede, that's what we were just playing, where all of them are together. Of course, we get whacked. We would have got whacked no matter what. All right, so that's okay. So we're just going to play it through again. We're not increasing our bets. We're just going to play it through because we start out with $200, so we're still up $53. We've been playing this whole time, and it's all on house money. Now, at any time, if you feel like it, you can go back up to 5 double streets, or Romanowski, or whatever it was, that initial bankroll builder that you put in to get your profit. You could go back up there and try to build it up. And that's actually what I do. And I start slipping. I want my profit overall to be stair stepping up, even though you have some lulls like this. I don't want to trend downwards. Okay, there we go. That's a 36. So now we won $15. We're going to go 2 dozens at 5 each and play within the profit from the previous step. So now we're betting $10. We just won 15. Let's see if we can get through the whole gauntlet. If you can go all the way through it, all the way down to black or red or high-low, whatever you want to do on your 18 number system, if you even do 18 numbers, that's running it through the gauntlet. I love running it through the gauntlet. It's kind of a challenge. That's what makes this one fun. Not only are you betting and you're using different strategies constantly, but it's sort of this challenge. It's like playing 5 double street slut, where you're trying to get all the way from the left to the right. Awesome. We lost. We have not been able to get the gauntlet. Last try. This is it. All right. So we're going to go back to Centipede 3. You know what? We're going to play 1, 3, 4 again. Let's just stick with 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. And by the way, as you probably already know, you don't have to do the same streets for every dozen. You could do 1, 3, 4 here. You could do 1, 2, 3 here. You could do 4, 3, 2 here. You don't have to do the same. The symmetry is for my own brain. I like things being balanced. I hate when my numbers have pennies. I usually try to get them off of those. All right, 26. That's a win. All right, good. So we're slowly stepping up because we're playing within the previous profit. So if we did this, if we do it right, you could slowly be, unless you just lose on that first step, you'll slowly be stair stepping up as long as you win on that first. Now let's go some variations again. You go through the gauntlet, you could start all the way at the top, whichever that was, whether that's Romanovsky, 32 number coverage, 34 number coverage system, or my 5 double streets, which is the 30 number coverage. You could start at the top every single time and say, I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to make money and then come down again and again and again. Okay, there, that's a hit. So we just made $5. All right, now we are going to grab 50 cents and we're going from a 24 number system. This is covering 20 numbers. All right, we just made $5. I'm only going to bet 250 so that we're staying within it. But since this is our last time through, I'm going to go ahead. Worst case scenario, we lose what we made on the last step, so we're not actually losing. But I prefer if you bet, if it's possible, you bet less than what you made so that you're always profiting. At any step that you lose, you're still profiting from the previous step. All right. Now it means that you're going to profit slower, but it's also a lot more carefree. All right, there's a 10. That's a hit. All right, that's a 10. We just made $4 on that one. That's a 20 number system. Now we're going, and because we're finishing up, because we only made $4 profit, normally we would go like this, like $2 or even $3. All right, let's do it. We're gonna go $3 because we made 4 from the previous step. We're betting 3, which at least means we lose here. We're still up $1 from the previous step. All right, so we're gonna bet 3. I love this system. It's primarily because it's so stress-free. If you can get past the first couple of big bets, of course not. Of course not. This table will not, and she will not let me. All right. Even though we're up, we got a new dealer. We're down 121. I would very much like to 1, 2, 3. We're just going to play 5 double streets, and we're down 121. There is $100 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This would get us $125 if we can win this, and it would put us up even higher in profit so that we stay above the $1,000, well above the $1,000 that was our target for this video. Okay, and we're only at 39 minutes. We're over about 9 minutes. We're going to try to shore this up, make it faster. I'll make these faster in the future, really trying hard to stick around 25 to 30 minutes. Let's see if we can get lucky here. No. Oh, we do win. We do win. Never mind. I thought it was before I was leaving 7 through 12 open. All right. That's it, folks. We are back up on top, a little over $1,000 profit in that 39 minutes. And obviously we self-inflicted some losses here. We didn't have to go to this. We could have stopped where we're at, but I'm going to show you this from start to finish. We'll do a session tomorrow. Nothing but this. Let's see how we do. But up, so let's take a look at where we're at. We're at 65,956. Remember, our challenge for the year, at the end of the year, is $1 million total balance profit. We started out with $5,000, so we'll need this balance to show $1,005,000. Okay. But in the meantime, I've been funneling some money out, taking money out. And so I'm not counting that at all. But in the next session, we will see how far we can go with this Twister program, and we'll see where it gets us. All right. That's it for today. Be good, humans. If you got any suggestions, if you got any strats you'd love to see, get in our Discord. We have strat channels where you can post your strats. I would love to test out your strats on our live stream session. So get in there and join us on our live streams. We're giving away money every single day. So it's free money. It doesn't cost you a thing. All right. Be good, humans. Us against the casino. Always share and share alike. I believe in open source information. All right. Take care. Cheers.